pump looks like it's out of gas. What's going on here?
Ian made landfall at 3:05 p.m. on Wednesday.
So it's late at night, and we are day what, babe? What day is this?
Day 3.
Day 4.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Day without.
Day 3.
Well, it's 2 days for us. Anyway, we're without power, and our next door neighbor has a generator that is right next to our window. And Bay is really pissed off about
I'm really upset about this.
Because we can't sleep. It's already...
I'll just stay cold.
Bay, are you jealous? I feel like you're jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm pissed because these guys got no respect. You should have known better when they moved in with a chicken.
Bay, oh my God. They can hear you.
Good. I hope you're listening.
So this is... yeah. Just another part of the we don't have electricity chronicles. And it's hot in here. And
we got our window open.
And we can't sleep.
Because of the damn noise from the people next door that aren't even there.
Wait, let's be quiet, babe. Turn that down so they can hear. Can the people hear? Turn that down. I can't have that anyway. Okay.
I don't even think they're home.
Shh, babe. Shh.
You guys happy? Where's your fucking chicken? Where's your chicken?
Babe, that's not nice. You know what happened to their chicken? Penny loved that chicken. The hawk ate it. That's not nice.
She loves the generator too.
Okay, anyway, we'll be back later. Okay, y'all. So I just want y'all to hear this generator. I know we've been through this already, but it is now 1 in the morning. And again, several days, no electricity. We evacuated for a couple of days. And, had to come home because of the hotels were, beginning to get sold out. And that's the only time that they had, within our budget. But anyway, so we came home. And y'all don't even want to know all that we've been through since we've been home. But just know that no matter what happens, there's always going to be a silver lining. Welcome to day 4 of surviving Hurricane Ian. So, across the street from our house, my neighbor has a tree. Their tree was not cut back and it fell on our power line. And so therefore we do not have any electricity and have not had electricity since Tuesday. So today is Saturday. Have not been able to do any YouTube videos. Have not been able to work. And I went to Starbucks. Starbucks also does not have electricity. Publix has not been open consistently. There's no gas. I don't know, you guys. This is really hard. And it's especially hard when you see people who are like, well, I'm just gonna go party and this isn't a big deal to me. I'm just gonna go party. I'm just gonna go do this. I'm just gonna do that. So I'm a Floridian. I've been in Florida all my life, and I've been through Irma, Ida. We've been through Charlie, Ivan. From Andrew on, on through all of the main named storms we've been through. I am not okay, girl. I am not okay. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. And I'm not trying to complain because, you know, there were other people who I'm sure, you know, are even worse off. You know, there were people that lost everything or who lost loved ones. But for me, in this moment, I'm not okay, girl. This is a lot, and I'm very stressed. And Christopher is not a Floridian, so weathering the storm with him is difficult. It's the first of the month. Bills are due during this time. This is a lot, bro. I had not turned on the camera or even talked to the camera in a while, but
Everybody.
I just felt the need to say, hey, I mean, this is a lot. I know I keep saying that, but this is a lot. So for those of you who wanted me to fail on my diet, you win, because I have been eating fast food for the last 3 days. I ate fried chicken this week. I'm going now to Zaxby's, and I'm gonna get chicken fingers, and I'm gonna get fries. So I guess this is a what I eat in a day.
There's a hurricane.
Surviving hurricane, raggedy ass, Ian. What's this hurricane called? Hurricane Ian. I've heard so many people say it wrong, and now I'm messing up. Hurricane Ian. Surviving Hurricane Ian. What I eat in a day. This is horrible. Starbucks is not open. Like, what they do that at Starbucks? I need to go upload my video. You're trash for not being open, Starbucks. I just want you to know that's how I feel. Day 5 of surviving Hurricane Ian. I'm gonna make me some tea. I came to 7-Eleven to get me some free hot water.
They got a coffee, no coffee.
No coffee.
No spoons, no coffee, no nothing.
No nothing, no gas. And I'm here just making me some hot tea.
Make the most of it.
Another day without power. Thank God for breakfast. I'm so blessed. My diet's out the window, but I ate today. I'm happy. People will start to get a little frustrated, so. But this is the line. Okay, so the only place that is open in our town at this point for food is Zaxby's. Most of everywhere there is no electricity right now, so they're the only place that has any electricity. There's no Starbucks, no McDonald's, and this is the line so far. Oh my God, you guys, look who's here. It's a sight for sore eyes. You guys just don't understand. I woke up to this. The police has escorted all of the workers that have come to restore our electricity. We are so blessed. I'm so happy. We still have a long way to go, but I'm excited. Still no power yet, but you guys, we're one step closer. The workers have been so kind and so sweet. They came and knocked on the door and said to bear with them, that they're working on it. Now, we did have to make the choice between cable, Wi-Fi, and electricity. And the neighbor, as well as us, chose electricity. So I think this will be the day, guys. Let there be light. Here's my
Look
refrigerator.
at my refrigerator. It's empty, but it's light. We have electricity.
God bless my refrigerator. That's it. And that's all. Hey girl. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, hey girl, welcome back. So today is Thursday. Happy Thursday, and this is your Thursday upload. And remember y'all, going forward, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday is our upload days. No later than about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I try to get them done early in the morning, but that's not always the case. So the last video that you guys watched, if you haven't seen it, I'll click it here. I'll put it in a pinned comment. I'll put it in the description box. Y'all, I'm going to be putting information and links and stuff in the description, so y'all pay attention. But y'all have been asking me to do that for a while, and y'all know I be getting busy, girl, and it don't happen. But anyway, so it's been a lot going on. If you have not seen this video, the last video that I did was of the girls trip. The girls and I got together and went to Tennessee. We went to Gatlinburg. I was invited. I really wasn't, you know, I was just invited and I went. And I'm so happy that I went and that we did it, because little did I know, right after I was on my way to come home from the girls trip, would I be propelled into a category 4 hurricane. Now, the thing with hurricanes are, and I want to just, you know, express this, and if you're a Floridian or you used to live in Florida, you will understand. You can have someone that is literally 5 miles away from an area and they get absolutely no devastation, right? No damage, no nothing. And then you could be literally 5 miles to the right and it could be total devastation. That's why when it comes to hurricanes and national disasters, I really don't like to address it, because it's going to come off crazy if I'm in Florida and everything worked out great for me and it wasn't a big deal, and then you know someone who's a family member or a friend and they lose everything, because everyone knows someone who is touched by a disaster or a tragedy. So that's why I don't really like to, you know how some people, they go around showing the damage, or they show, like, I don't really get into that, but I will tell you guys what happened from my point of view. So as you know, it was the first of the month, and so that's bill time, you know what I mean? And I was budgeted down to the cent. And so I went to the trip with the girls, and I really enjoyed myself. We came together, we paid everything ahead of time. We split everything, what, 6 ways, 8 ways, 7 ways? How many ever? 8 ways, I think. How much ever there was, how many of us there was, that's how we split things. And we didn't really eat out, because y'all know when you eat out and you use Uber Eats, that will like annihilate your budget. So we all went to Sam's and Publix. We went to the grocery store and we got food. And for the most part, I was to cook breakfast, which took entirely too long for me to cook. I mean, literally, y'all, people were waiting on me to finish cooking till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? So it was more of like a brunch situation, and the food wasn't as hot as I would have liked it to be. But anyway, I digress. It was our first time doing it together, so it's kind of like one of those things that you have to iron out the kinks. But anyway, the trip itself was absolutely amazing, which is like, listen, y'all, no matter where you go and no matter where you are, it's really about the people that you're with. If you decide to go on a trip, y'all could do nothing but go to McDonald's and get ice cream cones, and literally that will be the best trip you ever had in your life if you are surrounded by the right people. In my entire life, I've always felt like, let me put myself in a situation where I'm not going to be rejected. Let me just do things on my own. I've never really had support of like family and friends to do. I haven't been in that situation. I didn't have a lot of support, right? It was always just my mom and I, or my brother and I. That was it. That was like our little you know, us little three together, right? My brother moved away and got married. My mom passed away, so it kind of just left it to me. And y'all know, being with a man or having relationship support is completely different from having friendship support. So in this stage of my life, I'm learning how to pick and choose my friendships. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's one of the most scariest things I've ever done in my entire life is to choose friendships. But I'm learning. It's like with trial and error, I'm learning to put myself out there. And some of the wrong people have come, but as quickly as those wrong people come, I don't have to like kick people out of my life. They will find their way out, right? So that's just something, like, if you've been wanting to get friendships and find girlfriends and get connections and network, don't be afraid to do that. I'm going to keep telling you guys that every time I come to the car. Don't be afraid to do it. Get out there, find friendships, network, make friends, and the right people that are supposed to be in your life, they will find you. The wrong people, they will find their way away from you. I promise you. So anyway, so we went on the girls trip. Girls trip was phenomenal. We had an amazing time. One of the girls is convinced that a bear was on top of her car. But other than that, we had an amazing time. I even got to do some work while I was on the girls trip. I did that video, the one where I did it for Native, and I did my skincare routine, like my quick. Now that video was basically my very quick, like if you literally are trying to get up, get ready for work, and you want to be fresh all day, that is the skincare, you know, not skincare, that's like the shower routine, right? Which is basically feminine wash, body scrub, body wash. That's all you need. Feminine wash, body scrub, body wash, and your rag, you know, your exfoliating rag. Exfoliate your body, get out, put your deodorant on, your perfume on, and your Vaseline spray lotion all over, and then seal it in with a good lotion, like a good body lotion. And girl, you will be fresh and smelling good all day long. Don't forget your deodorant. I like to do my little spray deodorant underneath everywhere, and I'm good to go. So I filmed that. I was able to work and everything. We had an amazing time on the girls trip. Girl, little did I know, on the way home, Hurricane Ian decides to get home before I get home. Well, I didn't budget for Hurricane Ian, and that's my fault. I had an unexpected expense before that. Like right when the girls trip started, I had an unexpected expense. And then after that, another unexpected expense. That was really, really stressful for me. And I was scared because I was like, I don't want to go home and not have nothing to go home to. Because the last hurricane that we was in, which was in Irma in 2017, excuse me y'all, that's lemon seeds. We were 21 days. We were 21 days without electricity for Irma. Irma was really, really bad. And my mom was alive at the time, and she was sick, and it was really, really rough. Irma was rough. So I got scared, you know. We were able to stay in a hotel, like basically on the way coming from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We went through Georgia, and I wanted us to not be too far from home, but also still be close enough just in case we had to get to the house. So there were so many things that you have to do before a hurricane. First of all, if you've got anything around your house that's just not, like, it can literally be taken up and thrown into someone's house or thrown into someone's window. It becomes a projectile. So I called my uncle and I asked him, I said, Uncle James, well, I told Bae to call Uncle James, and he's older too, but I was like, can you call Uncle James now, or can you call our yard guy and see if someone can please go by the house and see if someone can please go by the house and get all of the stuff out of the yard so that it won't projectile everywhere and it won't you know, get into our windows or just cause bigger problems, right? So that was taken care of. We didn't have to worry about that. Had to stay in a hotel for a couple of nights. And then as we started getting into Florida, I was like, Chris, before that, I said, Chris, let's go home. When we started to get into Florida, I knew that the hurricane was bad, because the moment we hit into Florida, I got nervous. We almost didn't make it home because there was no gas. Immediately when we got into Florida, there was no gas. Literally, I mean, we were in what's it called, Apalachicola, and there was no gas. Like, no gas. Why is there no gas way up there? So we had to go pretty far ways without gas. So we finally found gas. I believe it was at was it at Love's? I think it was at Love's or QT. Don't hold me to it because I don't remember. There might not be QTs in Florida. It may have been Love's. And we finally was able to fill up with gas, and we came home. And girl, tell me why we couldn't really get into our neighborhood, because one of the power lines, well, one of my neighbor's trees had broken down onto the power line, and the power line came down. And so basically we didn't have electricity, and we had water issues. No electricity, water issues. They was telling us we needed to boil our water. Girl, how we gonna boil our water and we ain't got no electricity? Oh, let's boil it on the grill. Well, we didn't have a grill. So we began to be, I would say, let me see, I think the hurricane got there Wednesday night. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got electricity 2 days ago. Today is what, Thursday? Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday we got electricity, Monday morning. Y'all, it was rough. We didn't have a generator. We could not even buy a generator if we wanted to. There was no ice. There was no, just resources, food, resources, ice. It was all gone. We are renters in this particular situation. Thank God, because previously I owned my home before Irma, like during Ivan and all those Charlie and all those crazy storms. We owned our home and it was pretty rough, right? But all I can say, y'all, is it was really, really hard. It was rough. It was really, really hard. And mentally, it was exhausting. And you can forget any kind of a diet, because the only place that was actually open was like Zaxby's, even Starbucks. And that's why I couldn't upload any videos, you guys, because I was trying to find Wi-Fi. We didn't have Wi-Fi. The guys who came down, they weren't even from this city. They actually came down, I believe, from like Mississippi or Arkansas, somewhere like that. They came down here to help us. They were contracted by the city, and they actually had to cut the Wi-Fi line in order to repair the power. So the guy was like, so which one do you want? Do you want power or do you want Wi-Fi? We're like, cut the Wi-Fi, cut the Wi-Fi. Which means, we're gonna be waiting a week for Spectrum to come out and put that line back up. They still haven't came and put it back up. So I don't have Wi-Fi at the house, but I lost all the food in the refrigerator. I just got electricity back 2 days ago. I went completely off of my diet, girl. Now I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't have to. If I really, really tried, I could have done a lot better, and I could have, but I was stressed to the max, because financially it's a lot, right? It was a lot, which caused me to be stressed. And I'm the type of person that I don't do well with, like, when situations come about and there's no certainty and I'm not certain about things, it's really rough for me, right? So I stress ate. I did. I stress ate. We couldn't find food sometimes. It was just it was a lot. I'm so blessed that we are safe. I'm so blessed that flooding wasn't that bad. I'm so blessed that it was very minimal damage to our neighborhood. The house didn't sustain any damage. it was just, we were without electricity basically and living out of my car for about a week. So mentally, it was just a lot. I felt like it was nothing I could do about it. You could go get a hotel room, but even just for the hotel, for the little bit of time that we did stay at a hotel, and trust me, it was not the Shangri-La, it was almost $800 just for the very little time that we stayed. So I was like, there's no way that I can stay at a hotel, especially since even though Governor DeSantis said that they were not supposed to be price gouging, oh, they were. There was not a lot of hotels left in this area at all. Even up in Georgia, we stayed at a place called, don't quote me, but I want to say Home to Be or Home B Suites, something like that. And they were so economical. I think they were like $169 a night plus tax. So just to say $200 a night. Very affordable. And they were really, really clean. The showers were nice. They had a full kitchenette with like a refrigerator, I think a stove maybe, I'm not sure, don't quote me, but it was really, really nice. But it was rough, y'all. So we made it through the storm, right? But it made me think about how we have storms in our life, and how no matter what you do to prepare for something, like you can literally prepare down to listen, y'all, I prepared for this trip to go be with the girls for like 3 months. We budgeted. We had a two different, I think Tiffany made us 2 different spreadsheets. We knew exactly how much things were going to cost. We knew exactly where we were going. We were so organized. We were ready to have an amazing time. And anyone who's been with me knows that I'm really, like, I like to be organized. I like for things to be nice, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. So for me to go through all of that and then still have something happen that was out of my control, it just made me think about how we deal with the storms that come through in our lives. Because there are things that happen to us that no matter how much we prepare and how much we try to be organized and how much we try to be ready, it doesn't matter, because we still are going to go through what we go through. No matter what we do, we're still going to go through those things. Like, if you're going through a storm in your life and you are blaming yourself for the storm, yes, there are times where, girl, it's your fault. Like, yes, there are times, like, for example, if my money was funny, that's my fault. Right? My money is funny, that's my fault. I did not prepare or do what I needed to do way back when, right? I should have prepared better. However, blaming myself and not giving myself grace for a portion of that was completely outside of my control is not productive. If you're going through a storm in your life, literally like a physical storm or an emotional storm, a financial storm, because storms can come in many forms, right? Whatever kind of storm that you're going through in your life, yes, you can spend so much time blaming yourself and not giving yourself grace for that particular storm that you're going through, but that's not going to be productive in how you get through the storm. Sometimes you have to hunker down and bear it, get through the storm, and then make an assessment. And not make an assessment by being hard on yourself and not offering you grace, but you make an assessment by saying, you know what, that's not going to happen to me again. If there's anything that I can do about it, how can I move forward from this? What can I do better to make myself better? Now I am going to take my own advice, because this is something that I'm going through right now. I'm going through a little bit of a storm, and for me it's difficult because I feel responsible for my own storm, and there's a part of me that would rather not give myself grace and be hard on myself because of it, rather than assess what I need to assess and get through it. So, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, on top of me having the most amazing time I ever had in my life on a girls trip, coming from that, y'all, I got sick. I don't know how I got sick. I don't know what happened to me. But before we went on the girls trip, everybody was vaccinated, and we took COVID tests. So we took tests to make sure we were straight. Girl, I still got sick. I think it was because I went into the hot tub with Miranda. Miranda and I were in the hot tub. Miranda, I think it was me, Sherry, and Miranda. And we went into the hot tub, but the hot tub was not getting hot enough. And it was cold at night, and the water just was not hot enough. It needed to be hotter. And I stayed in that water for a little bit too long, and I think that's what made me sick. So on top of that, I was sick, not feeling good, emotionally drained, financially not really where I wanted to be. What the fuck? Not really, it wasn't really giving. It wasn't giving. And then I'd be damned if it's not a hurricane. So I just want to give a shout out to all of those who were in Fort Myers. Now, originally, the hurricane was supposed to come to Tampa. They were telling Tampa, get prepared, get prepared. It's coming to Tampa. And then at the last second, it turned a millimeter of a second. Hurricane Ian turned and went to Fort Myers and devastated Sanibel Island, Fort Myers. I mean, I don't even think that people who are on Sanibel Island can even get off of Sanibel Island right now. I think that they don't have phones still. They don't have food. They can't really leave their houses. I had a friend that had to have the National Guard come in and airlift them out of their home. And I saw that the one thing I wanted to address was, I saw that there was a lot of people who were like, well, why didn't you evacuate? Why didn't you evacuate? So let me just explain something to you. The people of Fort Myers were not told to evacuate. People in Tampa, Hillsborough County was told to evacuate. That's why I didn't come home, because Hillsborough County, Pinellas, Polk County, like not as far inland, but most of those west coastal counties there, you know, where the storm surge was going to be the greatest of the problem, like St. Pete Beach, up in that area, we were told to get the hell out of Dodge. Fort Myers was not told to go anywhere. So they didn't get the word. By the time they got the word to go somewhere, it was too late. So have a little bit of grace, y'all, because I've been seeing a lot of that where people are like, well, you should have left. It's your fault. No one's coming to rescue you. You should have left. Blah, 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 blah. But whoa down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, killer. Some people did not have they weren't alerted and they weren't prepared to leave. So that's why they were not able to leave. But so I'm sending all my good vibes and happy thoughts to those who are in those southern, western, or whatever counties that were hit the worst. I think DeSoto, Lee, Collier counties. I know Fort Myers, you guys got it pretty bad. And there was a lot of flooding. And y'all, the water still ain't came back to Tampa. Like, if you go out to the bay, a lot of the water that was like normally there, like you could literally stand in it. It's sand. It's the weird. I've never seen. I'm a Floridian. Chris is not a Floridian, but I'm a Floridian. I've been here my entire life, and I have never, with any of our storms, I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't remember all of the water just being gone like that. Like, literally all of the water being gone. So, but anyway, so yeah, so I'm okay now. We are still trying to get back on our feet. That's why content was a little, content has been, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, I've been struggling for a while with how I feel about YouTube and social media and making content, I've been struggling because there's been a part of me. What is this on my face? There's been a part of me that doesn't really want to. Y'all know I told y'all, and I'm not gonna speak anything negative, but I told you guys how I was feeling about YouTube, right? But I think that I was just burnt out, and I think that I just need to reassess the situation. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm dedicated to YouTube. I'm dedicated to social media. I'm dedicated to what I'm doing. I love my work. But y'all are going to have to bear with me because I got to fall back in love. I go through this from time to time. Something will happen that really kind of irks me. Because y'all know I'm the type of person that when I'm going through something or when I feel a certain type of way, I need to speak my piece about it. And it's very difficult for me. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have not been doing that as of lately. I've been trying to do what people said. You know, some people were saying, you know, don't talk about everything that happens, you know, don't talk about the haters, don't talk about what you're going through. And I'll be honest, it's kind of made me a little bit more depressed. I've noticed that since I stopped talking about the things that were happening to me, because there's a lot of things behind the scenes that were happening to me that didn't nobody really know about it. And me being able to talk about it and talk my way through it has been very therapeutic for me. That's why I love these car chats, because car chats was the time for me to come and talk to you guys. You know, they kind of replaced the cooking show. And it was a way for me to make sure that, like, we were staying connected. I felt connected to you guys by being able to just be myself and talk about what was on my heart and what was on my mind. And then somewhere along the way, it was like, you're talking about the haters too much, because it was really bothering me. You know, if you got somebody that just keeps firing shots at you all day long, let's say you're at your house and someone just keeps spraying your house with shot, and then someone keeps telling you, well, you know, you knew that it was that was what it was when you moved there, you know, you just gotta ignore it. Just ignore it. Like, it's very difficult to ignore that. And I think my way of dealing with it was talking about it, talking my way through it. And to keep getting, oh, just ignore it, stop talking about it, stop giving the haters room, stop. It's like, so I'm fucked if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. If I don't say anything about it, then I have to feel emotional, or, you know, deal like be depressed, because I think that's what's happening. I think that I stopped expressing myself, and I felt like because I'm not really able to express myself, it's causing me to be a little depressed, I think. You know, and I don't like that. So I you know, I don't think that's gonna work for me. I'm definitely gonna ignore the negativity and not feed into it, but I do think it's necessary that I stay authentic to myself and speak my truth and talk about how I feel, you know, because I think that's important to me. I haven't done a car chat in a while, but I felt it necessary to kind of let you guys know what was going on. So I'm looking forward to fall content. Y'all know this is my favorite time of the year. My most favorite. Now, I seen somebody with a Christmas tree. Now, let me tell y'all something right now. If you want to put your Christmas tree out, girl, put your Christmas tree out. Put it out. It's your tree. It makes you happy. You thought I was going to tell you not to put it out, didn't you? Put your tree out. Deck your halls, girl. Put all your stuff up, okay? Deck your halls. But listen, I love you guys to the moon and back. No matter what kind of storm that you're going through, there comes a time where you take responsibility for the storm, but there's also comes a time where you give yourself grace. You gotta give yourself grace. How you get through it is how you get through it. The most important thing is you got through it, girl. That's all that matters. Your storm did not last. Y'all, look how beautiful. Just, I mean, look. I'm at the lake. Can y'all see? not even like a week ago, this place looked like total devastation. And now the birds are chirping, the wind is blowing, the sun is shining. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And that's the same thing that will happen in our life. This too shall pass. Our storms will not always last. Things will not always be this way. There will come a time, no matter what it is that you're going through, and no matter how many times you've had to go through it, you'll get through it. You won't stay in it. That's the positivity of it. That's the positive part of it. You won't stay in it. You'll go past it. You'll move past it. No matter who doesn't want to see you move past it, no matter who doesn't want to see you grow and glow, you will. So I'm going to be making some great content for you guys. I love you very, very much. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Not yet. I'm missing a couple nails. Oh, I'm a little battered. I'm a little tired. Girl, I don't know what it was. I think me not being able to take a bath for a couple of days, I think really was what sent me, girl. It sent me. I think that was what really kind of made me be like, you know what, I'm through. And girl, I took my ass in there and bathed in that cold ass water. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, girl. I turned that water on. I was like, the water came on. Rub it up, girl. Rub it up. I had to rub. I can't. I cannot. I love you to the moon and back. I'm out, girl. I'll see you Saturday.